Hello, my name is Chris Sadler. I'm the Director of Human Resources for the Sun Prairie Area School District. And the video you're about to review is a 2025 health insurance update and recommendation to the Sun Prairie Area School District School Board for the September 23rd, 2024 school board meeting. So in this video, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be going through kind of like where we were, where we are, and where we're moving towards with the 2025 plan year for our health insurance. And again, when I say plan year for 2025, just a reminder, our health insurance plan year is a calendar year. It's different than our financial year in our district from July 1 to June 30th. So when I say plan year, this actually means 2025. We're currently in the 2024 plan, and that obviously expires on December 31st, 2024. This is for the 2025 year plan. So as you can see on the screen, you can see the history of our health insurance in Sun Prairie with our USI partnership, who helps us work with Dean to do the best we can in offering as low a cost health insurance as we can, but high quality with very strong benefits to support our employees inside and outside of their work. And again, this is continued work towards making sure our employees are well so they can show up best for our students. I'm not going to go through the whole history. I'm actually going to just kind of jump at around 2023. You can see that in the past we have had 5-year rate holds due to our medical loss ratio being higher and just where health insurance is in general, not just in Sun Prairie across the country. That 5-year rate hold expired in 2023. So we are now going on a year-to-year basis around our health insurance. So in 2023, we did add the high deductible health savings account. That's where the district does put in money into a health savings account to offset some or a percentage of out-of-pocket costs. And that helped us focus on improving our medical loss ratio. So hopefully in the future, we can do a better job of negotiating even better costs for our health insurance and our employees. And that connected with our employee wellness clinic, which again, we put that into place in 2020, focused on lowering our medical loss ratio and again, caring for our employees and really giving them another low cost option to support their health and their family's health. And the co-insurance in 2023 was adjusted to 20% for traditional HMO, again, to kind of offset costs. 2024, the traditional HMO deductible increased, and also the deductible co-insurance increased for out-of-pocket costs. So you can kind of see that for 2024. So our recent past here in just the last few months is the Health Insurance Committee did review data and discuss possible measures for plan adjustments or employee premium contribution for 2025. We knew we needed to make changes beginning in June to reduce a possible increase of up to 15.9% in premium and health insurance costs for the district and employees. We needed to stay within a budget parameter of a 12% district increase. So we continue to look at plan design options and what that would mean for premium changes. July and August, we discussed possible plan changes that were becoming more concrete or employee premium contribution changes to stay within 12%. The Health Insurance Committee looked very closely at all of the options and really tried to figure out, is it best to look at just keeping every plan the way it is, but have an increase of 15.9%, which means that to stay within a 12% budget parameter for the district, the 3.9% above the 12% would have to be passed off on premium increases for employees above the 12%, or is it better to look at plan changes that have a 12% premium increase in our traditional HMO, but don't go above the 12% change in premiums like we would if we just passed it off onto premiums. So in the end, the Health Insurance Committee did recommend to look at outlined plan changes in order to stay within the 12% district increase parameter, and I'll talk more about that in a bit and the whys behind it. So on this slide, you can see what it would mean if it was just the 15.9% with 12% of that being covered through district increases, but the 3.9 on top of that being passed off onto the employee premiums. This is what it would look like with no plan changes. So as you can see, just looking at the traditional premiums would go up about $33. Family would go up about $85 per month. And you can see how it would change the other plans as well. And as you can see, this is kind of foreshadowing for other slides ahead, is the alternate HMO, the increase, because the increases are the way they are, the premium would almost be the exact same as our traditional, and that's kind of what would happen. And as you can see in the past, it's happened in the past as well, and that foreshadows some of the plan changes we talked about. So we could look at plan design changes. Number one, we'd have to go down to 2 plans. And the reason for that is that by changing the traditional HMO the way it is on the screen, it would become very close to the alternative. And it really did not make sense to offer 3 plans. And actually that comes in line with a lot of our area school districts. Many of them offer just 1 to 2 plans. By offering 3, we were definitely an outlier from a managerial standpoint. And some of the costs just from an internal cost of that just didn't make sense to keep. And as you can see, the traditional HMO deductible plan change does go up, but the max out of pocket goes down. And there's a reason for that, is that deductible coinsurance and copays would all count towards the maximum out of pocket with this plan change. So it actually made the max out of pocket reduce. And as you can see, the premiums for the traditional HMO go up about $8 single, about $22 family. And you can see how the high deductible, actually, the premium goes down, but the deductible and out of pocket goes up by $500 to $1,000 per employee. That plan, we would continue to provide an HSA of $2,500 for single, $5,000 for family to offset those out of pocket costs. So in that case, the out of pocket costs would be about $1,000 and $2,000 for our employees by having an HSA offset the other parts of the max out of pocket. And then once the deductible has been hit there, Dean pays 100% of the claims for the remainder of the year. So those are the plan changes that the committee actually ended up recommending for tonight's meeting, or the September 23rd meeting. The current status is we collaborated, obviously, together to look at those options. We narrowed the options down again to the premium change or the plan design adjustment. And the Health Insurance Committee recommended that the plan design adjustment makes the most sense. And again, we'll talk about why here in just a second. And then reducing the plan options from 3 to 2. We did send a narrated presentation of how the District Health Insurance Committee worked to stay within the 12% increase in premiums and avoid a 15.9% by adjusting plan, or by either adjusting premium contributions without plan changes or a plan design change. And again, foreshadowed with our employees that the Health Insurance Committee did recommend the plan design change. So reasons why, again, the premium change, what I really appreciate about the Health Insurance Committee is they actually looked at it from so many different angles and really trying to figure out, like, what is the least impact and best cares for our benefit eligible employees. When they thought through premium change versus plan change, they thought the premium change, that increases cost for everyone, no matter how much you utilize your plan. Either you go to the doctor, you don't go to the doctor, you have some event that has a hospital stay, or somebody that doesn't have a hospital stay. We knew that the plan design change affects employees. It's all based on their usage. So, based on the average use of plans, the plan change would actually result in the less total out-of-pocket costs for the typical member. And that's what really resonated with our Health Insurance Committee, is that the plan design change made the most sense because it actually resulted in less total out-of-pocket costs for the typical use of a plan. We also knew that moving to 2 health insurance plans from 3 by eliminating the alternative HMO plan just made sense. Again, alternate and the traditional were so similar, it just didn't make sense to keep three plans. Um, the majority of employees do choose the traditional HMO plan in general. Um, the alternative HMO plan premium would continue to move higher because we just couldn't make plan design changes, not just now, but in the future. So again, this made us more in line with area school districts by reducing down to two plans. So here's the offerings in general. Again, I won't read them because you can kind of see them on the screen, but you can see the all around changes that you'll see. The employee monthly premiums do assume that people had met the wellness requirement, which is really um, watching and learning through a module that we provide for all employees to understand what are the offerings, the employee wellness clinic, how to utilize insurance better to really be a thoughtful consumer of wellness and options and benefit options that we provide through health insurance. So again, you can kind of see the two plans laid out there on the screen that we would be recommending for moving into 2025. So our proposal for approval is to eliminate the alternative HMO plan, adjust the traditional plan deductible, and then the deductible coinsurance limit is removed, which then creates a maximum out of pocket for 3,000, 6,000 family, 2,250 or 4,500 to 4,500 family when we're adjusting the traditional plan. The adjustment to the high deductible health plan is the deductible and max out of pocket goes from 3,000 single to 6,000 family to 3,500 single to 7,000 family. And then more specific information regarding the plan options will be shared with employees in October and during open enrollment, which employees enroll into our benefits options if they're benefit eligible between October 28th and November 11th. So our HR team and our USI partners will be presenting and offering opportunities for employees to learn about these changes and how best to choose the plan that best makes sense for them or their family. Thank you for your consideration and have a good night.